With Halloween right around the corner, it seems like we just got 3 new banger games that were uploaded onto S&box. And reason being was because of a recent Halloween game jam that had happened. When it comes to this Halloween game jam, Mighty Brick, a collective group of devs, decided to go and host this game jam so the community could get involved and also be able to win cash money as a prize for their efforts in creating these type of games. Now, the basic theme, well, it was a horror themed. It was for Halloween. What would you expect? Now, I know there's a good amount of people that were telling me, hey, you should go and try this on live stream and see, and also give your feedback on these games, which I abruptly did, and it was a ton of fun. The first game that we're going to talk about is called In This House, that was developed by Smallfish. I did not really think that there would actually be a co-op game that could be a part of the game jam. Of course, me and 3 other people had tried this out, and as we were playing, we had a ton of fun. But what really caught my interest was the overall aesthetic and gameplay. Obviously, I was completely lost at first, but what really took me aback was the idea of you going through this mansion and stealing as many valuable things as you could, from paintings, gold bars, trying to get into safes, to rooms, whatever it might be, to grab anything that you could find that was valuable, and each one of these valuable things had a price on them. But there is a caveat to this. The caveat was basically, even though you were trying your absolute best to go and steal all these valuables inside of the mansion, there was these weird haunted spirits that were doing their absolute best to guard all the valuables, making the challenge even more awesome.
I'm kind of stuck in this room. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This might screw me over. Oh, no.
But the game actually does get a lot better, and what I mean by this is seeing that once you've gathered enough cash, when you return back to the main spawn area and you go to the bar, you're able to buy even more items that will actually assist you to push you further for grabbing more things, or even better, trying to make you survive a little bit longer before you're inevitably killed from stealing stuff that could be valuable. And this really made the game incredibly replayable in terms of not only just the gameplay itself, but also the things that you can do within it and the amount of perks that you can end up buying and getting over time, just making you want to re-roll again. And it made it feel like almost like a roguelike, which is really cool. The next game that I played was called Cabin, and this was made by 3 Thieves. Now, this game really had me on edge throughout the entirety of me playing it, and it was very interesting as there was this person who had recorded their experience of hunting somewhere in the 90s with this sort of VHS analog look, which already had me uneasy and reminds me a lot of those puppet combo games, which were very interesting and terrifying games at the time that I tried to play them or watch other people play them. But that's the vibe that I got from it, and I really did enjoy it, even though there was a little bit of some technical issues as I did give feedback on this in the stream. But overall, the story was very interesting and engaging with some very how do I say, very funny looking drawings. They were good, but to me, I thought they were kind of a little funny.
Like, he's just vibing. My man's like, why did you have to draw me like this?
But like I said, the idea of always keeping me on edge to make it feel like either something's watching me or something is out to get me was a very good element that 3 Thieves had locked down within this game.
Read the note by the note. Oh! I see it. Kill the damn thing.
Of course, after I did finish it, I had a lot of fun and noticed that there was also a survival mode that my chat kept telling me to try, which I did play, and it was really cool as I went through and killed a whole bunch of wolves in different rounds. And apparently, if I would have gone a little bit longer, the game would just crash, and there was no specific reason to that. Not sure as to why, but totally understandable. Again, it's very early. Last but not least, we have Tavern with What Lurks Below. Now, of course, this is a actual roguelike game and the first game to use the scene system. I could tell off the rip because, of course, with the main menu, there was this really interesting sort of look to the main menu. I guess it was like 3D, which then took me into the game itself, which was obviously amazing in terms of the presentation. Getting down to the gameplay was very interesting. It was a little bit more of tanky controls and reminded me of those sort of fixed camera games that were like Resident Evil or my favorite, Silent Hill, which kind of takes inspiration from that. But of course, a little bit more of like a roguelike where you're roaming around as Terry to gather items and see if you can go through rooms, as majority of the areas were all procedurally generated. Of course, I got used to the tank controls very quickly, but it was a lot more difficult for me to try to go and aim or even hurt enemies or kill enemies, just because of the controls themselves kind of made the animation seem like I was not going and striking in time, or it just felt like I was just kind of spamming things and nothing was really happening because I had to let the animation execute. Overall, this game was pretty cool. It wasn't too bad. I had a little bit of fun with it, and it was actually wonderful. Now, in terms of the results, for many people that are probably going to wonder, I did try to give my own predictions on terms of what exactly would win: first place, second place, and third place. And a part of me is going to feel like Small Fish is going to win first. Second would probably end up being most likely Ape Tavern, and third would probably be Three Thieves. If I am correct, that's just my prediction. Okay, I'm not a judge. And if it's right, then I'm insane. Now, while all these games were uploaded, if you do have the chance and have early access to S&box, definitely feel free to check out some of these games, as they are really dope and are very much fun to play for yourself. Of course, if you really enjoy this video, definitely feel free to check out the video that's up on screen. Completely random, I don't know what it is, but it will pertain to your needs and whatever the algorithm decides to choose for you. Otherwise, have a wonderful and safe, happy Halloween, and I'll see you guys next time.